My name is Sandra Weltman. I'm the Government Relations Director and Communications Director for SDA, and I have SDA President Mary McCorkle for our first installation of Inside the Apple for the new school year.
Hello, everybody.
So we have started the new school year. Many schools are almost 6 weeks in. What do you want to say about the beginning of the school year?
Well, I hope that everybody has had a great start to the school year. I know that when you came in August, everything was all ready to go. So special shout out to our support professionals for everything that they do to help get the school year kicked off right, and to all of you for the relationship building that you're doing with your students and the great learning that's going on in your classroom. So it's exciting to hear about what's going on in the classrooms.
Okay, great. Let's talk, since we're off to a new year, let's talk about some of the things that we're encouraging members to do. One of the things that is happening across the state, across the country, is the Wear Red for Ed Wednesday. Can you talk a little bit about what that is, why we're doing it?
Yes. Red for Ed is a way for all of us to show unity, to show support for education, whether we are in South Dakota, whether we're in North Dakota, whether we are thinking of our colleagues in West Virginia, in Colorado, in Arizona, in the education spring, so to speak, that happened last spring. But all across the country, educators are spending time Wednesday to focus on education, to focus on lifting our professions, and doing so by wearing red.
And you can find out a little bit more about that, and there is a Red for Ed pledge by visiting our website at sdea.org. Moving on, one of the things that we have coming up this fall is a leadership conference in Sioux Falls. Can you tell us a little bit about the leadership conference, who it's for, how people sign up?
Okay. The leadership conference, upcoming one, will be in Sioux Falls. I believe the date is October 13th. So Saturday, starts at 9 in the morning and runs until 3. And it is chock full of building leadership, whether you are an experienced leader or whether you're a brand new leader. And we know how important it is to develop leaders in our locals, but leaders in our schools, leaders in our communities. And the skills that will be learned at this conference will help to improve everyone's leadership skills. And any interested members can sign up at our website at sdea.org.
All right. Moving on, it is the fall, and speaking of leadership, educators across the state and the country are raising their voice, getting involved. Today is National Register to Vote Day. Why is it so important that educators and our members are registered to vote for the upcoming election?
Truthfully, every education decision is a political decision, and we need to be involved. We talk about education as being a way to ensure that we have a democracy. Voting is a part of developing that democracy, and if we believe in education, we have to do everything that we can to elect candidates that support our views, that support public education. We need it now more than ever, and this is an opportunity coming up in November to really step out and support those leaders who are running for office that will support our schools and our students.
So if you're not sure if you're registered to vote or to check on the status of voter registration, you can check out our Facebook page. You can go to the Secretary of State's website to find out if you're registered to vote. There are links that provide you information on how to register to vote if you are not. You mentioned pro-public education candidates. How as an educator, how as an SDA member will I know that who those are?
Well, we have a brand new Facebook page for SD Epic that information will be there, but you also should have received in your mail, or if you haven't, it should be there within the next day or so, this fall's first advocate voter's guide. And in the voter's guide, you will see the recommendations for candidates that have come from SD Epic, members who have sat down with candidates and talked to them about education. So that will be, if you don't already have it, it's on its way to you.
So they should be looking for their advocate.
Yes.
As you mentioned, there is a new EPIC Facebook page, which is the political action committee that our members are involved in. And so if you want to know more about our recommended candidates, tune into EPIC, the EPIC Facebook page, and the Educators Advocate. The other thing that started last week was early voting.
Yes.
Tell us why it's something that our members and educators should look at doing come November.
Let's face it, our schedules are crazy. If you're in education, you have a crazy schedule. And it may be much easier for you to vote early. And to do that, you can look at the Secretary of State's website. You can go to your local auditor's office, request your ballot, fill out your ballot, send it back, and you're done. And then you can not worry about having to schedule time or something happening on election day, and you have used your voice to support public education candidates.
And don't forget, we do live in South Dakota, so November, blizzards, bad weather.
Who knows?
Who knows? So again, we will have information on how you can early vote on our Facebook page, and you can learn more about early voting in the Advocate. Switching gears a little bit, let's move on to some professional development and resources for the classroom. Native American Day is right around the corner, and so we have teachers in the classroom getting ready for those events. Can you talk a little bit about some of the new things that we have on our website and tools available for people to use to observe that day?
Excuse me. One of the things that we have been working on since last year are Osheti-Shakowin Essential Understandings, the working with Train the Trainer groups and partnering with with TIE and the Department of Ed. But we have new resources on our website. And we're going to be doing a kind of a statewide kickoff within the partnerships on Native American Day for the OSEU resources. So do check out our website. There's a lot of really great things that are there for you for your classroom.
And we'll be updating that from time to time between now and Native American Day. Some other professional development things that are coming up is the Systems Change Conference.
Yes.
SDA will be at the Systems Change Conference again, which will be in Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls.
We do have a couple of staff that are doing some trainings. You want to talk a little about that?
Yes, definitely. We have, again, back to the partnership that I said we had with TIE, with the Osheti-Shakowin Essential Understandings. TIE and Rich Middlestead, our Teaching and Learning Coordinator, are going to be doing a joint session on those essential understandings. We're going to be doing a joint session with the Department of Ed to talk about National Board Certification and Jumpstart, which is a new program that SDEA rolled out this summer to support National Board candidates. We're also going to be doing a session, Rich and Fran Lynn out of the Rapid City office will be doing a session that showcases some work that we've been doing on poverty. We know that that's a challenge within our communities, but until we dive into that more, we don't truly understand it. So they're going to be talking about what's called a poverty simulation that truly allows educators to experience some of the things that their students and their families feel, and that will be, or that they experience. And that will be part of the Systems Change Conference. Highlight of the Systems Change Conference Thursday night is the Teacher of the Year announcement, and SDEA will be a part of that.
So if you have the opportunity to go to the Systems Change Conference, I encourage you to take it part of those sessions. If you can't make it and you're interested in learning more, give us feedback here on the Facebook site, and we can put you in touch with Rich and Fran, and they can get you those trainings. Moving on, let's talk about some deadlines for the SDA awards that we present every year.
Yes. We have 3 awards with due dates of November 1, and I want to highlight a brand new award this year. We have created a Larry Minsloff Lifetime Achievement Award to honor Larry Minsloff, a former member who passed away a year or so ago. He was an activist. He was a part of EPIC. He was a part of the board of directors. He mentored new leaders. He mentored new teachers. And this award really honors his work. And so that's brand new. And the applications or the nominations for that are due November 1st. also due November 1st is Friend of Education Award, which recognizes someone outside of education, a community member, a community group that is doing everything that they can to support our schools and support our students, and our Human and Civil Rights Awards. And we have one for students that are working to better the communities, and one for individuals as well. Both of those have a November 1st deadline. The ESP of the Year is coming up to honor our education support professionals. That one is due November 28th, so there's some time.
All right.
In there.
So if you'd like to learn more about these awards, or to nominate somebody that you feel is contributing to public education, our schools, who is contributing to our community, check out our website at sda.org, and you can find all of the information and the applications for those awards.
You can fill out the nominations right online,
Yep.
press submit, it's all
Yep.
done.
Speaking of deadlines, we are in the fall, back to school season, which also means membership. We have some membership deadlines coming up, but you want to talk a little about the deadlines?
Sure. Remember, membership continues all year, but it helps us to get some of those membership packets in this fall. I believe there is a October 15th date on those, and so we really appreciate that. And thanks to all of you who have been kind of sending in things as you do your recruiting. We really appreciate that. We appreciate every conversation you have with every potential member, and we're getting really positive reports. So thank you for all of the hard work that you're doing out there.
And as Mary said, membership is all year round, so it's never too late to recruit that new member. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up this first session of Inside the Apple for the year?
I would just say again, thank you. Thank you for everything that you do, for your dedication to your students, to your dedication to your school, for all the hard work that you do to help make sure that every student in South Dakota has the best education possible.
And again, you can find out more information about all of the things that we talked about today at sda.org. And also for our members, look for your Inside the Apple email this week in your inbox, and it will have all the links for the things we discussed. So thank you for taking a little time to spend with us today.
Have a great day.